friends. Today I wanted to play with more of my stamps. I don't know if you may have seen the videos out where I'm taking out my flower stamps. They're all older, 2004 stamps I've got in yard sales, and people just want to get rid of them very cheap. And so I have these stamps, and I haven't really used them much. And I made another video on how to use some of your stamps that you're just got in your stash and you're not really using them. You almost hate to give them away or throw them out. Well, you wouldn't throw them out, I guess, but you almost hate to get rid of them, but because you took all that time to collect them. So that's how I am. I don't want to really get rid of them. But different things that we can do with stamps. I'm just trying to kind of go through some of the things. So that is what I'm doing. These are all Stampin' Up, but they were yard sales or whatever, and I don't even know what packages they come from. But today we're stamping them on some off-white cream paper, and we're going to make some flowers for your cards or for any kind of embellishment. And now we're going to use them in a different way. So I'm cutting them out. I did 3 on each of each flower here that I've collected. This one didn't quite stamp out, but I got these ones here and some leaves. We're going to cut them out and color them. So that's what I want to do with them. I'm like, well, what can we do with these? There's other ways we can use them, so we're not, wasting them. So we're going to make some cute flowers. They might not be realistic. They might but they will be cute, and any kind of flower that you've seen at the store. Paper flowers. Just think about that, how you can make your own with your stamps and embellish it, and with pearls, any kind of little beads, gem things in the center. We can cut out little, just whatever we need for the center. The name can't come to my head right now what they're called, the little centers, but you just fold your paper, cut them out, twirl them up. So you can do whatever you want. So I'm going to cut these out, and I'll be right back, and we're going to color these. Okay, I cut out these flowers, and so I'm decided to do them with pencil crayon today. Usually I would do ink, and I'd ink up the edges, a little darker color, do a little center with the ink, and like a makeup brush. But today I decided just to color them for you guys, so I'm just going to color them pretty much the same, each flower. And I got choices of color. These I'm going to do the pinks and a little bit of oranges. I'm going to do a little bit on the orangey sides with these, and I'm going to do like a almost violet color, like different blues and purples on those ones. So they're all going to be 3 the same type of colors on each flower, so I can layer them. And this is a way to do some really neat, fun embellishments without having to buy them. Now, if you can see the color, I don't know. I'll try to move my camera up, give it some time to focus. Don't know if that's going to work. Really don't know why my camera's not focusing. So I'm just going to do these, and I'm trying to take some of the light away. Let's see if it's just too bright. Whoa. Don't know. Just go a little bit further, and just try to do them all the same, so then we have a nice consistency in the flowers. But you can see these ones are kind of like a doodle flower here, and they're going to be cute anyhow. Doesn't have to be a realistic flower. Now some people have like punches and that kind of thing, and I do make flowers out of my punches, but this is like a way for today to do what I wanted to do, was just a way to use your stamps in a different way. I also cut out one of these flower stems, or I mean leaf stems, and I colored it green. It was pretty black ink on there, as you can see, but I did manage to cover it with the green. So I mean, you could use those, any kind of stems, plant, leaf, stuff like that, for the just greenery in the bottom of the flower or whatnot. Now I'm using Artist Loft crayons, pencil crayons here. You can use anything. You can use your markers or whatever that you like to use. And like I said, I just wanted to do something different. A lot of us do have crayons. So Sorry if the dogs are barking. A lot of us do have crayons, and I thought it would be really nice to, yeah, I'm going to go on the edges with this one, to use something that probably almost everyone has. And I didn't cut it out perfect, but it's really pretty. I tried to do it, you know, just on the outside of the black ink. This doodle one has got some like loops and doodles and stuff like that. And I don't want to spend my time coloring, but I do want to show you guys how easy it is to put these flowers together. If you have any flower, oh boy, lovely view there for you guys. Any of these flowers, stamps that you're not using. So I'm just going to color the dark edges. I did the centers a bit. Just like a normal flower, you'd probably see more of the edges a little bit darker, the tips, and the center looks a little bit darker. Just maybe shadowing, but it just appears darker when you're looking at them. So, taking my time a little bit here for you guys, but I'm not trying to waste it. It's just doodling and coloring. It's easy. Now I'm going to do I'm going to probably do my centers orange, although the bottom ones you won't see, but I mean at least it'll be done. I'm going to do a little pink, a lighter pink, and you can even throw in a little bit of orange over top of the petals to blend in with the pink, and because colors are just really, you know, mixed in. There's not a perfect block of color in a flower. It's all kind of blended in like so. I'm just going to give you an example. That one's got a little bit of orange in it. It's not perfect. You can ink the edges too with any kind of color. And like I said, I would normally too color it with ink, and then you get your edges and everything. But I wanted to do something that I thought everyone has one of these pencil crayons, so we can just, not everyone has all the colors of the inks and whatnot. So that's why I decided to do a pencil crayon today. I'm going to finish this up and then I'll come back. Now, these are the flowers. So I colored them up just to let you guys know. And here's the crayons I used. I got to put one back in here. Here's the crayons I used, the Artist Loft pencil crayons. And these are the variations. So I got the pinks. I even put a little green in there. Don't know if you can see that. And here's the blues that I wanted to make it look like, I don't know, little bluebells or something-ish. I got more a little bit orangey colors, and I got some pinky colors here. And this one I even trimmed off a few petals so that it would look really neat in the layers. So I thought that would be cute. And I have one leaf that I did, but I'm just gonna, didn't want to do more leaves. So I colored all these guys up, and I know, Chloe, please. And I know that the light is crazy right now. Don't know why. I think it's from the windows that's it's coming in and making it too bright to see. But these are the layers. So now I'm going to take my stylus. You can use like a paintbrush and or whatever, and I'm just going to play with these and kind of shape them. Oh boy, the joys of this video of focus. And I'm just going to move it around. And if you got cardstock, it's usually pretty good. I've stamped them out on cream cardstock. And I'm just rolling it around on the petals to round them up. And I colored on the foam as well. And you do this on foam. And it made them kind of, move anyways, like shape anyways a little bit too. So that helped. I'm going to flip one backwards. And I'm just going to color on, I'm going to roll on the back of it. This will be my bottom one. So you could do whatever you want. You don't have to do it quite this way, but you could do whatever you like. Making my leaves go down a bit so then I have a little bit of a really nice thick flower. Some leaves a little bit down, or petals. And then I can even curl the ends up a bit. So there, now I have a little bit of a different shape here going. And then this one's like a little up. And if you don't like the shape, you can go behind it and get it going up a bit more. Just curl in the center, and then you got kind of petals that flop up and out. So you can do that. And then just twist them a little bit so they're not right on top of each other. Here's my next one. So you can use different sizes, stylus, and do whatever you want. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the inside, the top, and then I'm going to flip it and kind of make the petal and twist out. And I'm going to go circle the middle. Just adding some pressure on the tips. And you just play with it and you'll see how the paper shapes. And this is just my large stylus. You can go over with different sizes if you still want to work it more. Now we're going to have one flower built. I'm using my hot glue gun, but I like to use tacky glue. But I'm just using my hot glue gun for the speed of it all. That's a lot of glue. The speed of it all. That was a lot of glue. Fix that up. I'm just going to wipe away the glue. Peel up. Okay. That's the one thing about hot glue that I don't like is the threads. My glue gun tends to leak sometimes too, so that's why I'm like, oh, there's a dollop I didn't want. So there is a pretty little flower so far, and then I'm just kind of moving it, and that is just one design. There's a stamped flower that I have made now, and I could put pearls, I could put glitter inside, I can make stamen, that's the word I was looking for before. I can roll up paper, cut stamen in there. So that is the one. And then, you know, you have your leaf. That's cute for a card. That's my flower. Now, I have drop here for, oh, actually, yeah, this one I didn't, I'm going too fast and then the dogs distracted me. Okay, I just took some of the glue off. I got to shape it. So this is my blue one, and I really love the color of it. Isn't that cute? And I do get glue on this one now. But I'm going to kind of make it like a reversed feel to it, maybe. Let's see what happens. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to make it almost to me like a bluebell or something. Whatever. And you can make up your own flower design. You guys don't have to use, you know, something that's out there that you've seen. I mean, there are stamped images of these, so you can, so this one's kind of reversed. I'm just going to play with that. And I might do one actually forward more. I'm just pushing pressure in the center. My leaves were curled to go back, pushing pressure in the center to go forward. Now I'm adding a dollop of glue, just a teeny drop, if I can manage that. And I have two that are facing back for these ones. I'm trying to mimic the little, I don't know if they're called bluebells, little blue purpley flowers. And that was easy right there shaping. I barely had to do anything. See, they're so much more different, and you can actually make such beautiful flowers out of your stamps images. there's no way that this would have been like this kind of flower on a flat stamped card or whatever. Now you could stick this on a card. And here's the dimensions of it. You could color the bottom as well if you wanted to. So then, but this is the dimensions of it. That's going to be on your card. Isn't that cute? Or any piece of work that you want to do. So that's the 2 so far. Pretty cute. Those are just, this is this stamp here from Stampin' Up. So you can use any, you can even design your own flowers, photocopy them, and make your own. So here's the next one. What am I going to do with these? I'm going to almost make them look like those, what are they called? Those Black-Eyed Susans, but there's some kind of daisy flowers. I'm going to do these back as well. And I did cut along the petals, so then there's more movement. So I'm just doing the back with my stylus. Like I said, you could use the back of your paintbrush as well. So let's see here. I'm going to push down the center a bit. I think I'm going to try, I'm just trying to play with it to make it look a little bit more, you know, you can put pop dots behind it and give it some lift too. So I'm just trying a couple different things, see what I like. Now this is the bottom. This one's kind of curled down again. I'm having a hard time gluing this with back and forth. So this is, you could do as many layers as you like too. This is, isn't that cute? So it reminds me of some kind of daisy-ish flower. And try to change the petals. There we go. You could play with them too. I'm putting some pressure just to hold them center so I can kind of flop them up. And there's this stamped image flower, and that one is this one. So see how plain that flower is? But look at it now, the dimension of it. That could be on your card or whatever. The last but not least, this guy from Stampin' Up, and I just cut out the stamp, and then this one I left the bottom one whole. I took one petal out and a few petals out on this one, so just for the fun of it. And I left the bottom one, I didn't cut the petals out, I didn't cut up the petals, just to see as the base how I'd like it. And now I'm just using my stylus. It could be this way or that way, whatever way you like to see your flowers. Churn. I'm putting some pressure on the center. I think I like that. Now I'm going to put more on this one. I don't know, like I did not like the way it was kind of looked when I cut the petals out in some of them, so I didn't do all of them. I just cut a couple slits through the petals. So here again, a little bit of glue, finding where I like that, and there we go. My cute, figure out where I like it. Cute stamped flower. I think I like it this way. I can move my petals up. And even if you find that you want to twist and churn your petals, take up tweezers, twist them up a bit, or you can roll up the petals a bit with your stylus or your paintbrush, whatever you like. So it's just playing with it. Now these flat, boring stamps, they might have not been boring, but can be something more spectacular. There's that dimension. Isn't that pretty? This stamp, if the focus will focus. This stamp, isn't that pretty? And again, this stamp. And just play with your colors. You can use inks, you can do whatever you want. And make your stamps that you have not used come to life by doing a few layers of stamps and playing with dimension that you like. You know, isn't that pretty? So a good way to use your stamps that you're not using, last but not least, the doodle flower, which, you know, that's pretty cute. And then you can combine some of your stamped flowers together to make a different flower. And that's these two together. There you go, guys. I hope you liked this little video. Don't forget to craft like a duck. Use up your stamps that you haven't used in a while. Pull them out, make something different, some embellishments. And there we go. Thanks, friends, for watching. Bye.